Example 4. The maximum speed limit for a school bus is 55 miles per hour. Write and solve an inequality that represents the number of hours it takes to travel 165 miles in a school bus. Now, the first thing I'm looking at is we're talking about miles per hour, we're talking about miles. Do we remember distance equals rate times time? So, the distance we're going to travel is we're going to travel 165 miles. For right now, I'm going to leave the equal sign blank because we're not actually going to put an equal sign in there. We're going to put an inequality. And then rate times time. So we're traveling 55 miles per hour, which is our rate, times how many hours we're going to travel. Now, the question is, which sign do we put in here? And in order to answer that, I'm going to say, okay, well, 55, yes, is the maximum speed we can travel. We could travel 55, we could travel 45, we could travel less than that. But we're only traveling 165 miles, which means 165 has to be less than or equal to our rate times our time, because we're not going to travel any more than 165 miles. So that's going to be the less than side. This would be our inequality. Now I'm going to solve that inequality for how many hours it's going to take us to do that. So I'm going to divide both sides by 55. 165 divided by 55 is 3. This is a positive 55, so we leave our inequality sign the same direction. 55's cancel, and we're left with h. If I rewrite that, h, and then I'll switch my inequality sign along with it, meaning the hours that we traveled has to be greater than or equal to 3, which means it's going to take us at least 3 hours to travel 165 miles. If we check our answer, we're traveling 55 miles per hour at 3 hours. 55 times 3 is 165, so we go 165 miles.